The way you are talking, you talk a lot of lies. So don't come here and convince me to join boy. But eventually, I joined.
Reason as to why maybe you joined politics?
So I was thinking that maybe when I grow up, I'll be a pastor or a bishop. Boxing in America is number one.
True.
Here, it used to be number two during our days.
Okay.
Apart from football. But nowadays, I don't know why.
It's not even ranked.
What did we do? What did we boxers do to this country? If you are not sharp like a razor blade, these boys of today, watafikia wewe ni bure tu hii. But when he comes and
finds
onja yeye kidogo, what's wrong with this old man?
This is Chris Kenyan, and in the world of boxing here at home, we have had some losses and some wins. As Kenya progresses to the Vision 2030, it's time we start some conversation around sports and in particular, boxing. Welcome. This is Big Time Boxing. And welcome back to Big Time Boxing. And today we are blessed to have a big-time politician, a big-time businessman, of course a family man also, and a person who we always look forward to always having a close to us because of his wide and vast knowledge. And no other than, on the red corner, Hon Reuben Ndolo.
Thank you, asante sana.
Nashukuru sana kwa kuja.
I'm glad.
Karibu sana mheshimiwa, and the thing is we are happy and glad to have you. If you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, where you were born and raised.
Very good. First of all, I would like to thank you and thank the team, Big Time Boxing, on this, what you have come out with. Boxing is sweet science of sport. Very important. It's you and your God when you go up there. When you climb into the ring, it's you and your God. So it's a sweet science of sport. Well, let me start with who's Ndolo. Ndolo was born in Nairobi, Eastlands, and went to school, East Africa, Nairobi, and then Tanzania, and then also in Europe. Did also my boxing in Nairobi and East Africa, and also in Europe and America. My mom is from Western Kenya, and they used to have, my dad was a polygamist. And there was a time when my mom was a bit disappointed about family-wise. And we went back to Western. And my dad was working in the city and the railways that time. So back back in Western Kenya. So she was from a religious family. The father was a pastor, and my grandmother She was from a different place. They call it Bunyore. And my father was from the other side of Luoland. So you can see that mixture of things. So we went when my father had another lady. When we went back to Kisumu, we couldn't go back to Kisumu. We went to Bunyore. So, and, at that time, there was these issues of religion. So I used to play the drums of running we used to run from, a town center up to the village. So I was thinking that maybe when I grow up, I'll be a pastor or a bishop.
Which you still ended up being, you still ended up gathering people.
Ended up being a boxer and being a politician, politics.
Yeah, still calling people.
Yeah. Apart from being a politician, Well, I'm still administrator in the Commonwealth. I'm still the director of the Commonwealth Boxing Council. After I joined politics, of course, I had to relinquish my president for the Commonwealth. I was honored that I should be a life director of the Commonwealth Boxing Council. So here I am again. Our youth in Kenya. One of them is you. You decided to bring me back to become president of the commission in Kenya. This is how it is, and we need to help the youth and make them earn respect. You know, if you don't earn respect, you become a champion. When you become a champion, you earn respect.
True.
And this is what we are going to do. And Duri, I thank you for coming up and thinking about boxing, what it's all about.
I appreciate it. I'll just tell you the fact that boxing itself has been a passion inside me for a while. Since young age, my mom used to wake me up early to watch KBC. Tyson used to fight at around 5 a.m. every other time. And as growing up, I also came to, watch you on TV. At that point, I knew mostly about you in the political side.
It took time for me to agree to join politics.
Okay.
Because as a sports person, I used to tell these guys that you guys, I can see you are liars. The way you are talking, you talk a lot of lies. So don't come here and convince me to join politics. But eventually, I joined.
Reason as to why maybe you joined politics?
They contacted. In fact, they came with some of them.
Okay.
And they say we don't have anybody who we grew up together. So we think you can be one of the person that we want you to be. Mm-hmm. That's how I came out and became a member of parliament.
Which year was that, if you don't mind?
Well, 2000.
2000.
2001.
Okay.
Yes.
What really inspired you to also take that step to getting into politics?
Yeah, in fact, that's a very good question. Because by then I was the president of the Commonwealth.
Okay.
And I told him I don't want to join in politics and lie to my people, lie to my community. I can't do that. So I told them what I'm going to do is first, we should do some development. Okay?
Yeah.
I built on, from the Commonwealth, they gave me support to build a school and put on hospitals.
Yeah.
So through the Commonwealth. So I put on, that's why when I for the first time, before being elected, I put on schools, even up to now in the slums, where they have a problem, where they have problems. That's why I put on schools and hospitals. That's why you see the people in the slum, they still order me. When I go there, and they think, they put me one of them. You see? So I can walk anytime there, anytime in the slums.
Yeah.
Now that you, of course, we can all agree that you are deeply rooted in Kenyan politics. In that period of politics, when would you recall, at this period at least we had some good time, and at this period, this was the worst time to ever be a politician in Kenya?
Well, I can say the good time is when I won my first time in election, and I did my best. After that, I remember there was a time when I was locked in just because I was protecting my people.
Okay.
When they were being told that they are going to be moved out from where they are staying, the slums.
Yes.
They wanted to move those guys because of that they were staying under the poles of electricity and things like that. But, at those sides, we have factories which are also built there. And they were just concentrating on removing the poor mwananchi, the poor guy, just because some of these ministers were given money and they had tenders. So I had to mobilized my people. It was heavy. And I told him if I'm going to see them, well, that time it was hot. I told him if these people are going to come down here, we'll make sure we burn them.
Yeah, man.
Yes. And that's when I was locked in.
Okay.
But my people
Came for you.
Came for me. And I hid myself for 2 days in Parliament.
You went for exile in Parliament?
Any exile in Parliament without coming out.
Yeah.
Not coming out.
Okay.
Until when they asked me, and then I changed the story. Then the police couldn't even do anything.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, this is how it is, and things went like that. So that's the moment when I think it was very, very painful for me when I was protecting my people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where maybe the slogans Garang came about.
Yes, that's when Ukiona Wao came about.
Yeah, and of course you've been friends and also close to some of the top politicians that we all know, from the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, to former President Uhuru Kenyatta, to the current President Ruto. These are people you have mingled with and you have been with in your journey, political journey.
Very much. We were very close. In fact, like the former President Uhuru,
yes,
I used to take him those days when together, go and play football in our estate. Ruto, now is the president. We used to, you see, my Land Rover.
Yes.
My kids call it the beast.
The white one.
The white one.
Yeah.
Ruto used to climb that Land Rover, and because we are neighbors, we are good friends.
Yes.
And it was a team that we set together. Mm-hmm. And that time I remember our chairman was Kosgei.
Okay.
And we had our team, and then we said, no, we want to remove now Kosgei. I told Kosgei, you are not going to be there. We want to put William. William is bright and young, and he's the one who's going to be now the principal. But after that, you know what Kosgei did? Mm-hmm. He denied me my certificate of vying for the seat. Mm-hmm. But then I did my job. William went through. And now you can see he's our product.
Yes.
It was me, Cheboy, and Langat.
Wow.
As a team who we recruited William. He's okay. Let him go on.
True. Nice. Of which do you still keep in touch with?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
We talk. They talk. Even everybody. They talk each other. Mm. Mind you, it's politics, and we are people who were together.
Yeah.
We were together.
There are no permanent.
I was
enemies.
their chairman 205. If you remember, during the Constitution.
Yes.
There was Mandizi and Machungwa. That I was the chairman. I was their chairman.
Okay.
Time.
Okay.
Yes.
From the political side, back to boxing. You were the first promoter. You got your certificate maybe in 1983, 82, if you would correct me. How was it at that period? Because getting in, at least there were so many other people who had done stuff. It wasn't as much as yes, I had some challenges. At least there were people ahead of me. You being the first promoter, how was the scene back then?
Well, we thought, first of all, I got that idea from when I was in States. I saw several boxers, when they retire, they become promoters, because to go on making sure that, those ones who they know about the pinch, yes, don't frustrate others. So we did that. By then, the economy was good. We used to get sponsors, because in promotion, everything is sponsorship. We used to get sponsors, and it went on very well. Well, after that, of course, things changed up. I went to administration, as I've said. So the law doesn't allow for one to be in the commission and also be a promoter. So I had to move out from promotion and to become an administrator. So things now, I gave way to the other people to come in and help these kids of ours. Mm. So it was all about sponsorship. That time, the economy was not doing very bad. So if companies can come in, you don't have any problem. But if companies don't come in, we'll have a problem.
Okay.
So that's why we are asking the companies to come and help promoters who are there. Because if a promoter is going to put his money and it doesn't recycle, what about next time? Now it's good because we have signed as a commission, we have signed a contract with KTN, the Standard Group. So they'll be showing live boxing everywhere in the country. So it's good for promoters now. They should take that advantage. Like what is happening in Tanzania. Azam is showing every month. So promoters now can take advantage of what is going on with the Standard Group. They have come up to help boxing. So let us not go behind. Let us focus. Let us plan it. A good structure. Make sure you put on good fights, like what we did with the Mandonga fight.
Yeah.
KCC was packed. For how many years there's never been like that?
Since 1987.
This is good.
Yeah.
Now, this is our time.
Yeah.
Let us regroup each other. Let us come together and make sure that things are better this time for the good of our young generation.
That's very true. And just for the sake of our viewers, recently when Mandonga came to fight in Kenya and the fight was held at KICC, that is when Kenya again broke its record in terms of attendance, because we had more than close to 5,000 people. And the last time it happened was in 1987 when we were hosting the All African Games.
Good.
Yeah. And so if you don't mind, just tell me the first event that you organized. Do you remember the first event?
Well, it was at KCC. It was between the late Modest Napunyi,
yes,
which was packed at KCC,
okay,
and Onesimus Ngowi, who's now
the chairman in Tanzania. Yeah.
So it was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have already also been part of some big fights.
Of course.
In Kenya.
In Kenya, even in England.
Okay.
Even in the States.
If you don't mind, just mention a few and maybe the boxers.
I took Modest Napunyi in Manchester to defend his Commonwealth title. It was packed. It was good. By then, I was at his corner as a trainer. Then we went to Canada, and also in States. Okay. So in German, I mean, I can name a lot during our time.
Yeah.
You can remember in my boys who I took in Joburg, and I'm sure we just lost that guy who took these boys in Joburg.
Yes.
Yes, Adipo and the other team.
Yeah, Tanka
Mumbiru, we just lost him recently. So this is part of what we did at that time.
Of which, that time we had so many champions.
Yes, and all is about sponsorship.
Okay.
All is about sponsorship.
So you're saying the success
of sports is about sponsorship.
Okay.
Companies should come in and help our boxers and help our promoters and help the organization.
Yeah.
So that's when you see, even in America, in America now, the per capita in sports, 48%. It's all about sports. And they put in money in the sports. Sponsorship, put in money. TV, put in money. That's why even in South Africa, they're doing good. So if you want to develop sports, make sure the companies come in and sponsor what they're supposed to do.
True. And I remember that period we had from the KBL, Kenya Breweries Limited by then. Yeah. We had Kimbo, KPA.
Yes, KPA.
You know, we had so many organizations and parastatals.
Polestar.
Yes.
So many.
And we created the hit squad at that point, and building up to Wangila winning the gold medal.
Yes, gold medal.
In Olympics 1988.
Yes. So we should do that. Why are we not doing it? And the government should help.
The government should step in.
Yeah. Well, I think the Minister for Sports now, he can do it if he is going to get support.
Okay.
They are young. Even the PS, he's a young guy.
Okay.
They should have ideas and come up
True.
and see how they can help.
True.
Good.
And as for us as the promoters, we're ready, and the boxers have been training all along, and and that's what keeps me going as a promoter.
Very good.
Whenever I go back down to the gyms and find them training every other day, and there are no fights scheduled, why would I then not send a few emails, meet a couple of people to make things move?
Happen. Very good.
Yeah, they put so much effort and dedication.
That's
of
right.
which, it should at least pay off.
That's right.
During that period in the 80s, we had Masden Madoka on the amateur side. He was also doing a very good job. Did you get a chance to interact with him?
Of course.
Yeah.
We were very good friends.
Okay.
Yeah, even in Parliament. I found him in Parliament.
Okay.
So we became good friends again in Parliament. He was a good guy. Very good guy.
And I was also glad to interview him around 2014. And he was pretty dedicated to the sport itself.
Yeah. Very good. He had the courage and also the ideas. If you have 1,000 ideas, you can do something.
True.
But if you have one idea, what is your plan B? Then you can say, no, I don't have any plan B. So it's better to have a plan B than not having, you have only a plan zero.
Yeah.
It can't work.
No.
You need to have a plan B, not a plan zero.
Note to self.
Yes.
Must have always a plan B.
Yeah.
Nice. Of which, so come to the 90s, and our boxing started going down. By mid-90s, it was almost completely off.
Siasa.
We started dipping.
Siasa came in. Politics.
Siasa.
Yeah,
Hakuna kuficha.
Hakuna kuficha. Direct. Siasa came in. There's a lot of politics in sports than politics itself.
Okay.
Mind you.
Okay.
There's a lot of politics in sports than politics itself. So politics came into sports. And that's why I always say, don't mix the two parts, politics and sports. If you mix that, you destroy everything.
Plus the talent.
Plus the talent and everything.
Yeah.
And sponsors cannot come in when there's politics in the sports.
True.
When wrangles come in, when issues of putting things where sponsors will shy out, sports can go down. That's why you see, even now, when politics came in, what is football? Dead.
True.
What is rugby? Dead.
True.
Now boxing, we are coming up. Yeah. And we are going to have our Mandonga in Kenya very soon.
Yes. Would you predict who that could be?
Well, I won't predict right now, but we can have even 5 or 3, so that we want to bring back where we started boxing and where we left it.
As much as, yes, we have had our challenges as a boxing industry, we have also had our wins.
Of course.
Yeah. Rayton Okwiri is also doing very well. Sarah Cheng.
Yeah, we have Sarah Cheng. She's Commonwealth champion.
Yes.
Now she's going for the world title.
Yes.
Zarika was a world champion. Even my friend Akasamba.
Yes.
During our time, he was a world champion.
Yeah.
You see?
And Akasamba,
he took it in German.
Yeah.
When I took him to German, he won that, and people couldn't believe it. So he came with a world champion belt.
How did you guys come to be so close with Joseph Akasamba? Because
we, as I've told you, we were close because my grandmother comes from their side. Yes. And that area is a family of, most of them, that's where the boxers come out from.
Okay.
In Western Kenya.
Akina Napunyi and the rest.
That's where they come out.
I don't know if you remember this. The first time we met was, I think, in around 2013. And the person who introduced me to you was Joseph Akasamba. Which other boxer from the hit squad were you close enough?
He passed away, you remember? James Dimosh.
Yes.
Mondi
Yes.
also passed away. Of course, many have gone.
Many have
Remember
gone.
those guys?
To the heavyweights, Akina Chris Odera.
I mean, sometimes I don't even call them names because it makes me go back. Most of them have left us.
Okay. Good memories of them, of course.
Our time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you mind sharing a few in regards to boxing?
Oh yeah, because we used to enjoy ourselves. We used to play guitar.
Nice.
We used to go and have fun everywhere, and we used to make sure that when we go somewhere, we were united. Anybody who was had a problem,
akisumbuliwa,
my brother,
utatii.
No, utashika adabu. Yeah, so we are still there.
Yeah.
Even if we are our age now, but
still united.
Where's Jeza? Age is nothing.
Still training till today.
Yeah.
Just before you came here, you were still training.
Yeah, we woke up very early in the morning today.
Yeah.
By 6 o'clock, we are at the gym. We trained for 3 hours today.
Nice. And you've been keeping it on. Mpaka uko na ile you always have that pale mashinani.
Oh yeah, you have
kuna ile community mtaani.
Yes. Yeah, we have even that. So we in fact we have another one, Zoezi Mtaani.
Yes.
My brother, Chris,
yes.
You have to be sharp all the time.
Okay.
Sharp like a razor blade.
Sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you are not sharp like a razor blade, these boys of today
watakupitia
watafikia wewe ni bure tu hii. But when he comes and
finds
onja yeye kidogo, what's wrong with this old man?
I like that. You know, it's always in the blood of anybody who comes from the East.
Yes.
You know, it never gets out.
Yes.
I'm so glad that, we are having this conversation, because also the other side, we have young people who don't know much about even the sport of boxing and the history of it. And also we have other people also in the diaspora who would also like to know about this, the sport of boxing. They only know us through athletics and other things.
Good.
But they need to know that the fact that we have deep roots also in the world of boxing.
Good.
Going back to the 80s, we had Muhammad Ali coming in. Did you get a chance?
We brought him. In fact, he did spar with my cousin. You know him?
Kent.
Mohammed Abra Kent.
Yes.
He's back home. But I think he came here during Ramadan.
Okay.
And maybe in 2 days' time, he'll go back home.
Okay.
He's staying at Lavington, our friend's place.
And he's still strong and...
Very strong.
That's good.
As I've said, sharp like a razor blade.
Always. We'll definitely like to also have him. Yeah. He has enough accolades in boxing.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about Muhammad Ali coming to Kenya. What was that all about? Well,
it was, as I've told you, those days, Joe Akecho was our chairman. By then, he used to work with Panam. And then because of we went to New York for a convention, WBC, and we had a chat, and we met all the boxers of those days. Frazier was there, I remember, and who else apart from him? Muhammad Kawi. We used to call him Kawi. He's the one who fought. He fought, I think, Muhammad Ali. There was a time when he fought Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Kawi. There was also another one who was light heavy, Muhammad Saad. So those the boxers of those days. And we convinced him to come to Africa. And he agreed. And then we brought him. At that time, Moi was the president. So you can see he agreed, and we brought Muhammad Ali here. He visited here. After here, we took him to Addis, and then he went back. Then we brought him again.
He came twice to Kenya?
No, another one who we brought was Bowie.
Okay.
Yeah, Bowie.
Yes.
We took Bowie. We started with him from Joburg. At a time when we took our boys to Joburg, and then he came here, and then again we took him to Uganda, and then to Egypt, then back to New York. In fact, in 2015 we met them. We met Bowie and of course Tyson when we went for the convention in Vegas in 2015. Me and the team of
KPBC.
KPBC.
Yeah.
So again, we reminded each other.
Yes.
And Tyson, we stayed together.
Nice.
And we convinced him. Even Mayweather, Some of our boys are working there.
Yes.
You know that
yes,
boy
yes.
who is there?
Billabong.
Billabong and the Capone.
Yes.
They're all there.
Yes.
And a lady who's working there, of course, she's from the Western Kenya as well. So he was supposed to come last year, but again, because of COVID, things changed. But we still communicate. We'll bring him when things are going to catch up now.
True.
People like him, we are going to bring them to. You can see what happened with this guy, the one who started with Zarika. Who promoted Zarika, the promoter from America.
Yes.
He brought in people like Holyfield here.
Yes.
When was that? Was it 2017,
2016 around
2017, 2016?
Yeah.
Holyfield came here, and also Rahman.
Yes, and also the Tony Weeks, the famous referee came around.
They all came here.
Yeah.
You see, so this time we're going to also to bring people like Mayweather. And other people like those ones during our days, people like Bowie, and we still
and Tyson. We still like to have Tyson around.
We still communicate. We still talk.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to come here last year, from here to South Africa, but I think
Tyson.
He was supposed to come. We discussed about it with him.
Okay.
And I think we'll do, but we want them to come when things are at least
having regular events and big fights
and things coming up.
Yeah.
Boxing changes every day.
Okay.
The techniques change every day.
Okay.
So it's how we can improve the people coming back to the arena and improve the standard of our boxers all the time. You can see up to now very few heavyweight boxers of the standard of those days of Muhammad Ali and very few. You can't compare the standard of the middleweight of our days and now. So the technique should improve, and so that we can bring back people to the arena. And that's what we are going to do. I agree with you 100%, but still the technique should be added. And also the way how the marketing can be done on the professional side.
We need to change our ways.
Because the amateur side, let them recruit the young kids there. And when they reach 17, 18, after Olympics, let them turn pro.
And what's the issue? Because we have our champion, tunamuita nani huyu? Captain wa amateur. Nick. Nick is close to 40, still in amateur. And that is what has been ailing the Kenyan boxing. Why can't we have that smooth transition from amateur to pro?
Yeah, I think they will change because he's, I think, in the police service. So the police service, maybe they still have that complication, but I think they will just come out in that issue of trying to make them not turn professional after some time. Release them, make them make sure that everybody is free. Ranks make other people, maybe if he's going to earn a lot of money and he's just a corporal or a sergeant and his boss is inspector or whatever, so maybe they fear that. But we'll advise them what to do next.
Yeah, they should learn from Okwiri. Okwiri is doing very well and still in the forces.
Yeah, now he's doing well.
Yeah. Recently, he just signed with the management.
Oh, yeah, he did. We gave him a license last 2 weeks. And he's going to Boston for his training. He has a fight in Boston in June, I think so. That's what he was telling us.
Yeah.
And then we wish him the best.
Yeah. What do you think about women boxing, women in boxing?
It's good now. It's catching up.
Okay.
You can see the girls in the States.
Clarissa Shields.
They are throwing the punches.
Yeah.
It's like like what Muhammad Ali used to do.
Yeah.
It's good.
Nice. Of which the women boxing has always been also kind of key because we had what was the name? Congestina Chieng. And after Congestina, we had Zarika taking it up. And Zarika brought back boxing in a way that also when SportPesa came in, again, the buzz about boxing was brought back in Kenya.
Good.
We hopefully, Sarah again will also now take up the mantle and take it further, as you're saying. With Kenya professional boxing, we have also had our issues, both internally, externally, you know. How best would we sort out all this mess that is going on?
Well, the mess. I'm trying to sort it out. You
Okay.
know, it's all about how one can be strict
Yeah.
on administration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you and the commission, stick with your line. Don't jump from the other side to this side. You can't be in the commission at the same time as a promoter.
True.
It makes other things become tougher. So we are streamlining that one. And you can see even now things are moving on better. That's why we signed a contract with the big
Standard
company
Group,
like the Standard Group. It's not easy to be partners with such a big company.
True.
So if we are not organized, things will. Don't think about yourself now, because you are in the commission. Also think about what you're going to give to the funds, what you're going to the funds, what you're going to your country and other people. But if you think about yourself as a commission, then we are not going to allow you to do that. We make sure that you are going to follow the law of the country.
True. Any plans about streamlining the KPBC in regards to...
Of course, we are doing it, even now.
Okay. It's ongoing.
Ongoing.
The cleanup is ongoing. So the fans can expect, and the promoters can expect big changes and also
of course,
good fighting events.
That's what we'll do it.
In the international boxing scene, who did you admire then as a boxer?
I admired Sugar Ray Robinson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he really made me. That was fantastic guy. He was.
He had quick feet
I think,
and hands.
yeah, quick thinking, quick hands, strong, and everything.
Yeah.
He was very sharp. Before he does anything, he knew what he was doing. I think he did a lot for boxing in the world.
Okay.
Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
Was fantastic. I think it was a record in America.
Really?
Yes, that one was fantastic. You can't compare.
Okay.
Yes.
With all these other big names?
Believe me.
Wow.
What
set him apart from the rest?
Well, I think he did a lot. He did a lot. Yeah, that's when other people like Muhammad Ali came in.
When Sugar Ray was already there.
After that, that's when you see the style of Muhammad Ali. That's the Sugar Ray Robinson. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. And locally, who really, got your attention?
Well, I think locally, I still think about my brother Mohammed Abdul Kant. He was good.
Heavyweight.
Yes, yeah, heavyweight. He was good.
At that weight, he was
He was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for him, what was his biggest achievement?
Well, I think he did. He went to the Commonwealth. Although he didn't win a medal, but he tried.
Okay.
He was good.
But you're saying the science was in him.
Yeah.
Dance in the ring, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
And the current boxer who you think has good prospects in the space of boxing?
Well, the professional side.
Yes.
Well, I think I have two, which if they, apart from Sarah, who's a lady, Okwiri, and we have a young one who's coming up. His name is Denzel.
Denzel Onyango.
Yes, that boy is good.
And he got the strength.
You guys, promoters, you have to take care of him.
Yeah, true. I really liked him. I used to follow him when he was in the amateur league.
Yes.
And I was glad and fortunate enough to, promote his first fight.
Yeah.
I wanted to work with him. Same thing with Okwiri.
Yes.
I also followed him when he was in the amateur ranks, and I was also glad to be part of the pioneers on him signing, his transition to pro. In the amateur ranks, who do you, give your salute to?
Well, Nick was good.
Yes.
Although now he's a coach, he was good. I've seen some few. One who's now doing a bit better, that lady. He got, I think, bronze in the Commonwealth.
Christine?
Yeah. And also this, I think, Mugunde. He's good.
Okay.
If they are going to be taken care of,
Yes.
very soon they will give our country some medals.
That's good. Way forward from where you sit, because you've been part of the whole journey. From where you sit, where do you see boxing heading?
Well, as I would say, that it's a sound suit of sport, and it's a tough sport, and it needs a lot of sharp, and you need to be reconditioned discipline-wise. So we need to change. Boys need to go to the gym and not behave like white-collar boxers. That you want to go to the gym and go there after you do something. You want to go and clobber people in the streets or fight people in the streets. We are not going to do that. Boxing is a sport of people who have got respect. And we need to make sure that from the amateur to professional, we need to be, the government need to be very, very serious on how they can promote from the grassroots to the professional side. So that nowadays everything has changed. It's all about you don't divide amateur or and professional. It's a job is a job. There's nothing like a professional job and amateur job. A job is a job. So if they are going to make sure that they protect the young kids in the amateur and also protect, and like what we are doing now, we are giving Okwiri a management team that can be take care of him. After even he retires from boxing, he has a management team. So this is what they should do. They should make sure that boxing is like all other sports. Let them not think that boxing is people who they can do anything bad. That's what some of the mentality of other people think. But there are people who are in boxing, are disciplined, and you have never seen a boxer fighting on the streets.
True, even
Never.
you'll never see even boxing fans being rowdy.
People rowdy, and they don't have that time.
True.
Because they suffer a lot in the ring than outside of the ring.
True.
So we need to make sure that it earns respect, it brings people together, it makes, it gives your country a good name everywhere in the world. Boxing in America is number one.
True.
With all that population, it's number one. Here, it used to be number two during our days.
Okay.
Apart from football. But nowadays, I don't know why.
It's not even ranked.
What did we do? What did we boxers do to this country? Why are they taking us for granted?
Yeah.
Why do they think that we cannot? Sometimes even me, when I was in parliament, you see somebody just calling you, hey, boxer. I was cool. Instead of calling you Mheshimiwa, hey, boxer. You see? So, but because I was cool, I just looked at them like that. So, this is what we are saying. We should bring sponsors to the sport of boxing. We should make it happen. We should give them the opportunity, the young kids. We should develop. We should also get sponsors. Companies should come in and market themselves
through the sport of boxing.
Through the sport of boxing.
Yeah. Any parting shot that you'd like to give to the boxing fraternity?
Well, the boxing guys and the fans, we are coming back in a big way. I think next month we'll have a big tournament in Mombasa. And after that, we'll have a return fight between Wanyonyi and Mandonga back in Nairobi. So I think promoters like you can promote that one.
Inshallah,
make sure that the return fight
definitely
of
Mandonga 2.
Mandonga 2 come in again. And sponsors, please, now we have TV and you'll have a lot of airtime in the sports of boxing than even other sports in the world. It takes about 3-4 hours. How long do you want to market your product? Than that, you'll have a lot of time in boxing than any other sport in the world. That's why in America is number one. Let us also be number one in Kenya. And we can have our own Las Vegas here.
Yes.
Why not?
KCC.
Yeah, we can have our own Las Vegas. Thank you very much.
MGM will be KCC.
Yes, we can do that.
Yeah, that's good. And Mheshimiwa,
thank you.
I really appreciate you coming over.
Thank you.
You know, I cannot take it lightly.
Good.
Nashukuru sana. And I'm pretty sure also for the rest of our boxing fraternity, we may enjoy pia from the discussion. And if you have any other questions, you can still drop them on the comments. And well, this is all about boxing. Welcome to Big Time Boxing. And that's all. Boxing is life.